to get him replaced.
You know what I feel like though? In this world, I feel like humble people get slept on like an Ambien.
Slept on like an Ambien. Slept on like an Ambien.
Real talk. I mean, is that a bad thing though?
Yeah, because when people don't realize who you are and how they could benefit from learning from you, they just stagnate and die. Because still water don't run deep, it runs still.
Drop that knowledge.
That's where malaria comes from. So they say that still water run deep, you're like, how many diseases you have now? What fraction are you on?
Right.
Oh, wow. What did I miss? Please stop talking about some more jewels? I love jewels. I love jewels.
Word, yeah, loca.
Where Bushwick Bill?
Living the crazy life.
I am. So are you. What was y'all doing in Austin?
Finishing up the rock album. I just got a few more
Because you
things
got
I gotta do.
3.
Yeah.
How many? You got
I got
three,
a
right?
jazz
Let me make sure
album, a
this is-
hip hop album, and a rock album, and I also have a gospel
jazz
album.
album?
Yeah, I also got a gospel album too.
Give me. I want to ask you to give me a little bit of your jazz. Scoobity bop boop bop. What kind of jazz is you doing?
No, like gangstar jazz. You know what I mean? Like, but really going into Coltrane and all of, you know, Duke Ellington and playing things
Jazz,
like that.
rock,
You know what
and what else?
I mean? Hip hop and gospel.
And gospel.
Yeah.
Ooh, so 4.
Yeah, and the next thing I'm working on now is classical, because my favorite music of all time is classical music.
Oh wow. Damn. Okay. That's super, super dope. How old are your children?
The 2 oldest is 23. They're not twins, though.
What?
I know I had to clear that up.
They're not twins though.
You see,
They're not
YK the rapper, he's 23, and Aaliyah, my daughter, she's 23, and then you know we have
They're by different
Delmera,
moms.
exactly.
Oh,
Then we have Delmera,
okay,
who's 17,
okay.
and you know then we have Amaya, who's 6. So it's like,
Oh, okay. Your son is a rapper. He hasn't tried to piggyback off of your fame and fortune.
Nah, cause it's just like Sway told him. It's like, you know, in this hip hop thing, it's you. You got to do you for you.
Right. No nepotism.
You know what I mean? It's
Is
like,
that called nepotism. Nepotism.
well, imitation is the best form of flattery, but he does not necessarily have to imitate or duplicate, but just show his individual mind state. Like, who are you actually? Yeah, you're spawned from this branch, but who are you actually?
Yeah, who are you? Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, right.
Which part of the DNA pool are you actually? In this hip hop thing, everything, even the herb you smoke
What's
got
his
strands.
style?
So what strand are you from the DNA pool? You know what I'm saying?
What's your son's style, if you were to say?
Modern, whatever today's style is. I mean, which to me, like
Is
I
he
had
a
to explain to
mumble
him.
rapper?
But see, that's the thing. I had to explain to them. The word mumble came from Dick Tracy and the way that he did things. And there was a dude in New York who came up with the mumble rap, and then dude in New York came up with the stutter rap. But actually, mumble rap started with Sugar Hill Gang.
A hip, a hop, a hip to the hip, and a hip, hop, you don't stop, a rocket to the
Bang, bang, boogie, up jump the boogie, the rhythm of the boogie to beat. A skiddly bop, wee bop, a Scooby Doo. Against what?
America, we love you. Check
Think
it
about
out,
it.
y'all.
Think about it. That was a part of jazz. To say skiddly bop, wee bop, or
That was
Scooby
jazz, I
Doo.
just felt that.
Nobody even understand that was scat talking for jazz.
Yeah.
Duh, it's like scat and rap is the same. It's like people tell me they love this culture, and they can't even tell me that it wasn't for scat talking that they wouldn't be rapping. Because what did James Brown say as a scat talker? I'm rapping, tapping, doing it, you know. Rapping meant to talk to you. Come here, man. Let me wrap it up with you. Let me rap to you. Now, I mean, so rap meant a way of us conversating. Then DOC gave me the best, ultimate way I want to look at it ever. Rhythmic American poetry. You may ask me, how many people know of me? Yeah, until you hear me, you don't know of me, homie. So that was my definition of rap. Yeah, that's what he does. Mandito's a choreographer.
Go to the headphones, Bushwick.
Word. We have now stepped into the Twilight Zone.
Right here, 1/3 of the legendary group Ghetto Boys, Bushwick Bill. Whoa.
Live and direct. Hey, do me a favor. Keep that beat going. Let me do my verse.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go live, right?
Let's do it, Bushwick.
Right?
Come on, let's do it.
This year Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Robbing little kids for bags.
Say what?
Till an old man got behind our rags.
Yes.
So we speeded up the pace,
Yes.
took a look back, and he was right before our face.
Woo!
He'd be in for a squabble, no doubt. So I swung and tried to take him out.
What else?
But he was going down, we found.
Yes.
But this wasn't no ordinary man. He stood about 6 or 7 feet.
What'd you say?
But that's the creep I be seeing in my sleep. So we triple teamed on him.
Come on.
Dropping them feet a look of beats on him. The more I swung, the more blood flew. Then he disappeared, and my boys disappeared too. Then I felt just like a fiend. It wasn't even close to Halloween. It was dark as death on the streets. My hands were all bloody from punching on the concrete. Oh man, homie. 97.9 the beat. Mine's playing tricks.
Amazing.
Tunica management in the building.
Amazing.
Yo, that was
You know what I'm
epic,
saying?
for real,
Bushwick
for real,
Bill
that
in
was
the
so epic.
building.
Bushwick, you know what? I don't
Vita
think
Loca in the building.
I
Hey,
don't know
D-Town.
the story,
We in the
Bushwick.
building.
Tell me. I don't know the story. How did the Ghetto Boys just come together? Period. What started y'all? I don't. What's the actual story? What happened?
I'm a briefly, get on this, and then we're gonna get back to more serious matters. But yeah, in all honesty, Ghetto Boys was formed in '85,
Okay.
and the original Ghetto Boys, Sir Rap-A-Lot, where the name of the company comes from,
Okay.
the Sire Jukebox, Prince Johnny C, Raheem the Vigilante, and DJ Ready Red.
Wow.
Wow.
Then Bushwick Bill shows up in Texas and could break dance and all that, and it was like, we need you as a hype man. So then Raheem decided he wanted to go solo. K9 decided he wanted to go solo. So it was Jukebox, Prince Johnny C, Ready Red, and Bushwick Bill.
Okay.
And then I was just a dancer and a hype man from '85 all the way up, because all I ever said is, what's the problem? Ain't no future in your frontin'. And then by '89, I was rapping because I came up with Size Ain't It. And that's what I wanted to write. So because I wrote poetry and not rap, Lil J decided to have Willie D sit with me and write with me. But when people say they created me and they invented me, I'm like, where were you when my mom and dad did something? And if you made me, make another. But anyway,
That's a genuine line.
check it out though, right? So the song came together because of Scarface. He was by his grandmother's house, and if I'm not mistaken, I was with him that day because he wanted me to come to South Acres with him and meet some people he knew. And we were at his grandmother's house, and her glasses was on her head. And he said, Mama, it's on your head. And she said, oh, man, my mind must be playing tricks on me. That's exactly how the song title came up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So if anybody tell you it was a creative process, no. Props to Scarface's grandmother, because she's the one who came up with that song. And Face remembered it, and me and Ready Red was hanging out, working on the beat to Size Ain't It, and we used Pieces of a Dream. And then I was like, we're missing something. I was like, I have a favorite TV show, The Odd Couples. If we could take the theme from the beginning, match it with Pieces of a Dream, then that could be the song. Red's like, I don't know if we could mix TV with a record, but he scratched it perfect, so it worked out.
Yeah.
Then Face came in by the time we were playing Hung Up on My Baby, which is the Isaac A song, which is where Mind Playing Tricks come from.
Right.
Gotcha.
From a movie called Three Tough Guys. So I'm into movies. I watch all kind of movies. So Red was spinning from the movie soundtrack. He's like, check out this Isaac Hayes beat right here. Like, nobody really messed with it. It's called Hung Up on My Baby. The beat actually cries, and he's got a song on there called Made the Song Cry. She's like, listen to it. It's like he's going through an emotional change. But right here, this part is hip-hop. Face just happened to walk in at the same time. It was crazy. And he's like, spin that back. Let me hear that, because his name was DJ Action at the time. He asked people to call him Scarface. So DJ Action walked in.
Oh, okay.
Right, because remember he said on the Ferrilla, call me Scarface. So DJ Action walks in, and he's like, spin that back, Red. And Red's like, nah, the record's right there. It's an Isaac Hayes record. So he started scratching it, and from there he decided to put Mind Playing Tricks to it.
Wow.
But he actually wrote it for himself. So don't let anyone tell you that because Mind Playing Tricks is a Ghetto Boy song that we all sat there and came up with things for this song. It was Face's grandmother idea, and it was on the Mr. Scarface's back album. And King Lil J said, yo, check this out. Face, that's a beautiful song you got, but I know for a fact if we make it a Ghetto Boy song, if you could just try it, it's up to you. I would like for it to be a Ghetto Boy song, or it could stay on your album. And Face agreed to make it a Ghetto Boy song. But either way, Mind Playing Tricks would have came out.
And then that just started the whole.
See, the whole thing is Ghetto Boys was so controversial. We had nothing that made you accept the way we think, or get an idea of what our personality could be like outside of colorful metaphors and dramatic statements. Mind Playing Tricks gave you like a glimpse inside of, if these guys are not too right and they're slightly off, then we know why now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely slightly off. Definitely. We'll be right
Living
back
life on tour.
with Bushwick Bill. DJ Phil, give us another Ghetto Boys, and we're going to come back with Bushwick Bill, because you got a whole lot of stuff going on right now. From
You
new
know,
music.
right about now, we just Vida Loca. You know what I'm talking about?
Living.
And if your heart got a beat, then it's got to be 97.9 temperature. Right?
Hey,
I like that.
Boy.
Here we go.
Okay, guys, we either need you to come.
It's 97.9 The Beat, DFW's hip hop station with Vida Loca in the morning. We have the legendary Bushwick Bill in the building. 1/3 of the infamous Ghetto Boys representing Houston.
Yeah,
In the
it's
house.
strong.
What it do, Texas?
Going down.
Bushwick, for one, it's so good to see you in such high spirits.
Hey, living is great, but dying is fun.
Explain that.
Okay, if I worry about living, I never really live life. If I worry about dying, I never really enjoyed my moments in life.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
You know what I mean?
I get it
So,
now. I get it now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
To somebody listening right now, 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah.
3 days ago.
3 days ago, you made the announcement that you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. But
And
you-
it's going malignant. That's what they don't understand. That's why my time is precious to me. Like, a lot of my friends around me don't really get it, but I could go to sleep and not wake up at any given moment. Basically, is the way it's at right now. Because I'm short, it's moving quicker than it's supposed to.
Wow.
It doesn't have a lot of place to move around.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter where my brain's at and how I feel about myself. The fact is, once they saw it in my lungs and my liver and my bladder, the aggressive cancer now is to stop it from spreading other places.
Right.
So when somebody else comes out and do a 30-minute video saying that they knew about this, I want them to explain to me exactly how. Because of the simple fact that I've only been, put it this way, if anybody knew about this, they need to tell you how much chemo I've done. Because tomorrow's my third one.
when did you
You see
find
where I'm
out?
coming from, right?
When did
So how
find
could you know
out?
months ago when I'm just now starting chemo?
Right.
That means they just figured out what's happening with me and what they need to do.
Bushwick, when did they tell you you had pancreatic cancer stage 4? What month?
Like, it all started in December 28th, and by January, February, and March, they still didn't know anything.
What was making you go to the hospital? What were your symptoms? What were you feeling?
It was my daughter's idea. We were supposed to go do animal rescue, and she's like, Dad, I'm like, what? She's like, you just drank water and throw it up, and you don't even throw up and you drink alcohol. I'm like, I understand that, but maybe it's just because I'm not feeling good. And she's like, okay then. So we doing the animal rescue, or are we taking you to the doctor? I'm like, we're going to do the animal rescue. And she's like, no, we're taking you to the doctor. So I had to argue with her. So between Delmera and Aaliyah, both my daughters, you know, I was able to get it done. Because they wouldn't let me not.
Well, that's what they're
Yeah.
supposed to
They
do.
were
brother.
rescuing.
That's what
They
they're
were
supposed to do.
rescuing their father.
But the crazy part is that they actually kept me in. When they kept me on December 28th, it's like they never let me out until like in March. You know what I mean? All that time they were running tests. That's what I'm saying. People couldn't have not known months ago when I just found out last week. It's like 2 weeks
Also,
now
what
that I
you're
know.
saying is some people were saying that they knew you had cancer months ago?
Yeah, when I only expressed
Before you
it,
found out.
right? And I only expressed it to Ghetto Boys last Friday,
I saw
and it was like Thursday or something. I spoke to them. Faye said he's out of town. He has a show, and he's coming back. Put it this way, they're supposed to meet me instead of somebody getting out doing a 30-minute video. What happened to you meet me in the studio to do a song about the situation as a group? You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you get 1 million viewers to hear what you have to say. The truth is, I'm going to do Bushwick Bill shows to benefit my kids because I'm tired of watching entertainers pass away and their kids are left holding a bag of nothing. So all my work right now, everything I'm doing, see, for all y'all out there, kids can't choose their parents and parents can't choose their kids. But my kids didn't ask to be born and I owe them, period.
So you're preparing for your death
Yes.
by putting out new music?
I'm doing everything
you can.
that, see, the whole thing is this. If I beat it, yahoo.com, God willing and spare life. It's all good. But if I don't, I'd rather hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Instead of be one of those people that things happen and your kids are just left. Your dad was famous. What did he do for you?
I know what you mean. Yeah, no,
That's never going to be said about mine.
Right.
They're going to be like, he left them too much things. He left them a legacy of different things to tap into.
Right. When I read your story, it touched home for me. My wife's dad just died from pancreatic cancer around 2 years ago, and with several people close to her and me have been dying from it. It has, it's a very severe cancer. It needs more research. It needs more awareness. The fact that you're coming out and saying this, I applaud you for that, because I feel like it will bring awareness to the issue.
Thanks.
And the fact that what you're doing, trying to make money for your family, preparing for the worst, you're taking it very well, my G. And I commend you.
I appreciate
on
it,
that.
man.
I
But
really do.
it's just
You're
a
brave.
reality. You know what I mean? It's what has to happen. And I'll reiterate it over again. Kids do not ask to be born. Kids do not choose their parents. And I have to make sure, like what the Bible says, a wise man prepares and leaves behind for his children's children.
And
God says that's a wise man, and I hope I could live up to that.
And you're putting out a lot of music right now. You've got 4 or 5 different genres of music that you plan on getting done. Hip hop, jazz, gospel. Did I leave one out?
Rock and roll.
And rock and roll.
And classical.
And all of these are going to be different albums, right? Now, do you think you, Scarface, and Willie D are going to put together a couple songs, or what are y'all going to do together?
Well, the thing that's admirable is that Face and Will did agree that as long as I'm doing a benefit, they didn't want to get paid for anything. They'll just do it for me, and everything goes to me. So that's cool. But I told them, just for legacy purposes, well, I can't say I told them because I don't tell people nothing, I just suggest. I suggested that we should do another Ghetto Boy album just for the fans, period.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for them, I would have just been a short guy that people pointed at my whole life and be like, he's short, but he's smart, he's this, he's that. But once people saw I was Bushwick Bill, I started seeing people faint, started seeing people crash their car looking at me walking down the street. It was from being made fun of to being in awe of.
Right.
I'm
For
like,
sure. I mean,
I'm like, so how do you become of awe of someone that you thought was an enigma at first?
Yeah, because that's how, when you was talking about the creation of Ghetto Boys, and you was saying you used to be the hype man, in all honesty, they came to you because you're a little person, and they knew that would draw people in, like, oh, he's the hype man, it's the little guy, so let's put him in here and have him sing and dance and bring attention to us, and then boom, you'll hear our raps after he brings the attention in, and you took the attention and made it to a way bigger situation.
Hey, but you want to know what I want to share with you? Which is the funniest thing ever. It's Tyler, Texas, right? It was 1989, and it was my first time on stage doing the hype thing for the group. No, it was 88 actually. And I ran out on front and I started to dance, and the people ran to the stage, and I ran and hid behind DJ Ready Red.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yo, Red, I don't understand what's happening. These people are looking at me, they're reaching for me. And he's like, Bill, this is what we do, yo. Put my shades on, and as long as they can't see your eyes, they don't know what's going on. Just go out there and do it, Bill. I'm like,
right.
But they trying to touch me, though. What's that about? I'm like, they grabbing for me, though. Can they just stay with it and let me do my, He's like, nah, Bill, just go out there and dominate it, Bill. So I ran out there, and I stayed far away enough where they could lean towards me but couldn't touch me and dance. But if it wasn't for Ready Red giving me glasses, why till today I still wear glasses, because believe it or not, people, I never feel like I'm a great entertainer. I'm nervous every time I perform.
Well, that's a sign of a great entertainer.
It is.
To be nervous every time you touch the stage.
I mean, it's like, it's nerve-wracking. It's like, am I going to be good? Am I going to be accepted? Am I going to do what they want? You know what I mean? Because they spent their money, took their time to see this show. Is it going to be what they want?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always concerned about that.
Wow. And so now, Bill, you've got a catalog that we're going to be able to experience coming up. Four albums?
Yeah,
How are you going to...
if it wasn't for the fact that that like I haven't cleaned up some of the songs yet, but I promise I'm gonna come back and let you hear the whole album, because it's a really good album. But I let people rap the way they want to rap, so I could go back and clean up the cursing. But I got a song called Hard Times that explains everything I'm going through with the cancer, like when I found out, how I found out. It's just a really cool song.
Are you finished with chemo?
No, I got to do that tomorrow. Today I got to do blood work, and tomorrow I got to do chemo for 8 hours, and then they put this ball into my neck right here.
Is that your port?
Yeah, they attach all of this, and then they put a little string, and I have a ball I got to keep inside of my jacket pocket right here, and make sure it don't snag on nothing for 72 hours, and then they take it off, and then I got to wait another 2 weeks to go back.
All right, but you're feeling good though.
Oh yeah, I mean every day above ground is a good day. I just want to tell people out there, man. I mean, you can't say die till God say dead. I mean, nothing is over until the final voice calls. You know what I mean? So there hasn't been a last call yet. So I'm gonna keep living, even though we're all born dying. I'm gonna keep living till it's my time to rest. Because really, batteries never die. They just lose energy. I'm just going to transform.
I feel like all these verses are in your songs. Like you get bars after bars after bars, my man.
Music. Yeah, I can't wait for it. And I'm not going to lie to you. I can't wait for your rock, your gospel, your blues, your hip-hop album. But most importantly of all, we got to get that Ghetto Boy thing back together.
Yeah, I mean, we're all willing to work. But my thing, I love them, though, man. It's like they're my brothers. But they have to be honest. We've never hung out outside of the studio, ever.
Shut up.
You know what I mean? And people need to really know that. So, like, for anyone to tell you they truly know anything about me, they'll probably hear something about me, then call me, Bill, I heard this was going on. Face will be the first one to call, Will will be second. You know what I mean? Because me and Face was roommates. But if you ask them and do interviews with them, I'm an anomaly to them. They don't really know me. You know what I mean? I remember when they found out my name was Richard and not Bushwick. You know what I mean? It's just... It just is what it is. I'm a kid from Brooklyn, and only if I'm at attention.
All right, Richard.
Timing is everything.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back with Richard.
Yeah.
What got you to Houston?
Oh, my sister, Georgia, was working for Texas Instruments, so that's what made me come down.
Just to get out of the area.
Yeah, she's the youngest of the girls. Like, my mom had 6 girls and 3 boys. So I'm the youngest of the boys, and she's the youngest of the girls.
Your sisters.
So I came down here to visit her because we, you know what I mean, the youngest always hang out. So you know how that goes. I'm like, what you doing? What's going on? Decided to go into a club, and DJ Lonnie Mac discovered me and brought me to Ready Red. Ready Red brought me to Lil J, and then here I am now. It's crazy. But it was all because I went to a club and I was breakdancing.
And you was
while visiting my sister.
While you was visiting your sister, and your visit became into a whole stay.
Yeah, and I became a part of a legendary group and is known for Infamous, this, that, the other.
Where's your sister at now?
She still lives there. She lives in Sugar Land.
And where?
Sugar Land.
That's outside of Houston, right? Oh, okay. That's like a real nice area. Oh, okay.
But that shit's crazy. It's like, just for them to tell me what they didn't know that was $5,000, then I had to give them $3,100 just for them to start the chemo.
Did you have medical insurance?
Yeah, but they still had to give them $3,100 for them to start the chemo. Insurance covered half. I had to physically come up with the other half. They was like, sir, you're going to die. We understand this. And they showed me my body in x-ray. It's like, you see all this, right? These are all the ones that are dormant, like the one on your pancreas was. These are the ones that are active right now. That's what we need aggressive chemo for. And without you coming up with $3,100, we can't promise you nothing. Could be a week, could be a month, could be a year, could be anything. But because of your size, we think it's going to happen a lot quicker.
The average, I think the average is.
So what did you? What was your?
So I asked the doctor, like, so can I drink wine?
At that moment, you was like, what was you like? What was your
No, I just
brain?
looked at him. The only thing I was like, so can I drink wine? And he's like, wine is good for your stomach and it's good for you. Hard liquor will kill you. I'm like, but I can't drink wine though.
Because they told you to stop drinking alcohol.
Nah. I just wanted to mess with them because I'm processing all of this stuff. It was like, I'm looking at my dad. He's sitting there crying. I'm looking at my daughter sitting there crying. I'm like I'm asking about wine.
That's right.
And this benefit concert is to raise awareness and money for pancreatic cancer.
Yep, for pancreatic cancer patients as well as my pancreatic cancer.
So,
but I want to make sure that other people
money for your medical needs as well.
For my medical needs as well as other people because I'm going on my 3rd chemo tomorrow, so like that's how I'm trying to explain to you. Like all this is like current.
Yeah.
It's not like it's been months of chemo. Like this is my 3rd time. The first time horrible. Second time worse. I'm like dreading the 3rd one. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I want to create awareness for pancreatic cancer, and I want to help donate to patients because their medical bills are ridiculous. Because I mean, $3,100 just to start it. And I mean, and then after a few more, I got to come up with that money again.
And
then even for them testing me in the hospital to come up with what it was, I still got to pay them another $2,500 on that to pay off the $5,000 just for them testing me.
And
So it's
you
really
have
expensive
insurance?
just
Do
to
you
find
have-
out how to live through cancer.
No, it's
Right. Do
tough.
you have
It's
Obamacare?
tough.
What do you have?
Yeah, that's what I use. I use Obamacare, but they pay half.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for the fact that I knew how to come up with $3,100 in one day, they told me I would be more further behind the 8 ball because they caught it with the mass on my pancreas, the spots in my liver, and the spots in my lung. If they wouldn't have started chemo that week, it would have been more in my body.
Worse, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been by my heart by that time. It would have been by my brain. It would have been, and just because I didn't have $3,100, so I want to do something to be able to give. And the thing is, I'm not using no foundation to help people. What I'm doing is we're getting the cash, and I'm going to
Straight to the hospital.
the hospital, and I'm asking who cannot pay their bill.
We're speaking to the.
Then I wanna go to
legendary-
them and give their family the money.
Yeah.
Right, I want to actually pay bills.
We're speaking
For
to
them so they
legendary
could
Bushwick
continue
Bill.
their treatment because I know how important it is.
Of
I don't want to
the
give it to
Ghetto
somebody who wants a name and then
I respect
trickle down
this.
theory. The South Africa thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
And nobody got any money from the We Are the World
Me-
song.
me and my
I
wife-
want to physically do it. I want to
can-
physically go and say who can't pay their bills and give it to them.
How can someone donate to you if they can't make it to the benefit concert on May 25th at the Nines? Because he's going to be right here in Dallas at the Nines on the 25th, Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys. But someone listening right now that want to donate to what you got going on for pancreatic cancer and to yourself, how can somebody be involved right now and donate some money?
We're getting ready to set all that up right now because, like, you just have to understand it's my 3rd time going through chemotherapy this weekend. So, finding out I'm dying, finding out it's on the verge of malignant, all of this stuff is, like, still brand new, fresh on my mind. So, we're getting the website together now to link everything, including the music that I got coming out. You know what I mean? Which portions of all the music is going towards pancreatic cancer patients in need now. We're not taking days, weeks, and months. As soon as the money come in, we're finding someone to give it to. You know what I'm saying?
Me and my wife just did the pancreatic cancer walk. I don't know, like 3-4 months ago. Like I said, she lost her dad. So just keep talking about it.
Yeah,
Use
because
your
I didn't even
platform.
know that there was a walk, you know what I mean? So y'all go to the
There's
pancreatic cancer
everywhere,
walks, you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Do your
But
thing.
just keep talking about it. You talking about it is good enough awareness, and just keep doing it, man. You're doing great.
Yeah, thanks.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to let y'all know where the website is and all that, how to get in touch with. But until then, contact me at The Real Bushwick Bill on my Instagram and let me know who you are so I could guide you to the proper places. You know what I mean? Because it's me you're going to be talking to directly.
Already. That was perfect timing. You did that. You know, they say hit the post.
Thank
You
you,
hit
brother.
the post on that. Oh,
He did. He killed that.
boy, yeah.
Here's my bill. Yeah, I got that one. Don't be messing with me. Don't be effing with me. Don't be flexing with me, because most definitely it could get hectic with me. A 3rd-degree burn that you earned from the emergency urgency, you be in surgery. So to think carefully, or beware of me, or you be a casualty. Hospital faculty viewing a tragedy. It didn't have to be. Could have said happily. I had no apathy. Happened so rapidly. Beat no life after me. Look how you bastards be. Breathing audacity. What a calamity. Testing the man in me. Leaving your gravity. Hurting your family. Leaving humanity. What an insanity. Testing the man in me. You don't want to mess with Bushwick Bill.
Wow.
I'm advising you not to, because I'd be inclined to.
Did this
Get the
diagnosis
drop on
wake
you.
up?
Leave with your bopper too, because that's what I'm about to do. And give her this cockatoo. Because that's what true players do. I thought that you knew. Now she's not texting or checking. She's not texting or flexing or checking for you. Or no other dudes. You're not built for this. I'm Bushwick Bill with this. And I'll be a witness to the explicitness. Like E40, I'm slick with this. Tossing her up like Tupacalypse. With a flick of my wrist, she's twisting her hips and licking her lips and dancing for wig. And caught in the midst of my charms and my wits. Now you mad and you pissed because she said it was quits. Yeah, I just got different style on this album. It's like everything. I'm just experimenting, having fun.
When did you start?
As soon as I got out of the hospital.
So the
So I've been
diagnosis,
working
the
on it for a
diagnosis
whole
woke
month.
you up.
It's been a month, yeah.
What was
I'm
you
like,
doing?
I'm about to die and I left nothing for my kids. I didn't got a will. I ain't got nothing. I was like, the real hard awakening stuff was my mom passed and never had a will. I'm like, huh?
So when your mom passed and she didn't have a will, why didn't you go get a will? Because you.
See, the whole thing is that I was working, helping pay for everything during the whole time that everything is going on. So I'm like,
you didn't have
I'm
time
the
to
youngest of
think about
9,
it, yeah.
but we all put together on everything, you know what I mean? So I like
Right.
playing my part, so I had to keep working. And when I found out she didn't have a will, I'm like, so that means my dad don't have one either, so I had to sit him down and explain it to him so he got one.
Okay, we're gonna hit this. It is 97.9 The Beat, DFW's hip hop station with Vita Loca in the morning.
Hey.
Before we let Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys Houston, by the way, in New York, in the building. Ghetto Bushwick Bill, I'm sorry. He's going to be at the Nines on May 25th, a benefit concert for pancreatic cancer. And for not only just pancreatic cancer patients everywhere, but you yourself as well.
Yeah.
And then on the 22nd of March, you're going to be, not March, I'm sorry, May too?
yes,
May, 22nd
both
of May
May.
as well. You'll be in San Francisco.
Yeah, and we're starting out there with all of my friends out there coming out to the benefit show. We got digital on the ground. A lot of my cool friends are coming out.
All right.
People that I know, yeah.
All benefiting this recent diagnosis you had
Yeah.
of pancreatic cancer. Bushwick, thank you so much for coming
For
by.
sure, man. Thank you.
No, thank
so
y'all,
much.
man. It's
Your
like-
energy is
Cause, my brother.
amazing.
Hey.
Your energy is amazing.
That's because it's a Vita Loca thing.
Yeah, well, no, you just said like you didn't wake up until you got that diagnosis.
Yeah, that's true. I think,
you
and
was asleep before you was told. you
yeah,
had
it's like I was
cancer.
completely comatose. So like everyone out there, man, just don't worry so much about your rims and your engine and your interior and your car. I mean, get a tune-up and rotate and balance your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Really take stock in inventories in your life and know what's going on. Check up on you. I notice people's cars and houses look better than their insides. So check up on your insides, man,
Wow, I
because
like that.
because without you, anything that you obtain cannot live without your existence.
Right, Bushwick Bill. Here we go. Thank you, Bill. Jules.